Alright, what's up YouTube? It's Kizaru123 here from the Pokemon Castle, showing you guys an NU battle I did today. So let's get started. So for this battle, I'm on the right side as you can see. He leads up with Seviper, I lead up with my Weezing. He goes with Flamethrower, it does a lot of damage. I really was not expecting anything like that. So I'm guessing this thing is Specs, so now he switches out into his Grumpig for some reason instead of finishing me off. I guess he was predicting my switch, which I do go for. I go out into Torterra. Um, I'm actually not really sure why, now that I think about it, because if he went for another flamethrower, it probably would have knocked out my Torterra, but yeah, now I just go for the Stealth Rock, he goes for Psychic twice, take it really, really well both times, and I go for the Leech Seed, so now I get some health back. So now he switches out into his Shiftry, which is a good move on his part, because he doesn't want to take any more Leech Seed damage, but I actually just switch into my Regice, predicting another Psychic, so in the end it actually ended up being a good switch anyway. Now I go for Ice Beam, doesn't really do too much to this Grumpig as he switches into it. So he goes for Thunder Wave now, which is a huge problem because I don't really like when my Pokemon get paralyzed, but I get some paralysis on him as well, so it's all good in the end. Now he goes out into his Bibarel. I mean, I guess he was predicting another Ice Beam, but I actually just switched out into my Torterra because I saw how Torterra took the Psychic back then, but since he went out into his Bibarel, it ended up being a good switch anyway. So now I just knock this thing out with the Wood Hammer, knowing that I need to get some hard damage in pretty early in the game. Now he goes back into his Seviper. I switch out because I don't want to lose Torterra into my Alomomola. It doesn't really take a Sludge Bomb well at all. I was expecting it to take it a lot better than that, but I guess a Spec Seviper could do this much damage. So at this point, I decide to fodder up my Alomomola because I realize I can't really use it much anymore now that it's poisoned and everything. So now I go into my Weezing to take the Sludge Bomb, and it knocks this out too, so I'm really, really surprised at this Seviper. I did not expect it to be this strong. But now I have to go out into my Regice. I get the Parahax unfortunately, so my Ice Beam won't hit, but he went out into Grumpig anyway, so it wouldn't really do much. Unfortunately, he gets the Heal Ball off, so now he is not paralyzed anymore. He goes for Taunt now, predicting another Thunder Wave, but I just went for another Ice Beam. Uh, Yeah, just trying to get some more damage on this thing. Now he goes out into his Monferno, which is a good move on his part because I did go for the Ice Beam. I do get paralyzed here anyway, but I remember what I went for. Now I go out into my Torterra to fodder this thing out because I don't really think I can use Torterra much anymore. Pretty much everything can outrun it. Now I get a free switch into my Braviary, but he goes for the switch into Sandshrew, and Braver doesn't move much at all because Sandshrew is pretty defensive. So now I go into my Bulk Up, or I use Bulk Up just to get some more damage on this thing. He goes for his Rocks. I'd go for another Brave Bird to see how much it would do. It still isn't doing enough, but now I guess I can 2-hit KO it at this range. So he goes for the knockoff to take off my leftovers, which is kind of bad because now my Brave Bird recoil will actually have more of an effect, but it's okay. Now he goes out into his Monferno. He goes for Overheat. Surprisingly, my Braviary took it really well. Now I just go for the Roost to easily get it back. I was originally scouting his move, but I mean, it didn't really do too much, so it was all good in the end. So Brave Bird is able to take that out. So now I was able to tie up the score, thankfully. Now he goes back into his Seviper. I'm afraid of this thing, but Braviary took it very well, and Brave Bird is able to take it out. So things are looking pretty good right now. I'm living with 1%. He goes back into his Shiftry, and this thing does outrun me, so Seed Bomb takes me out, my last 1% of health. So now I have to go back into my Regice, because this thing knows Ice Beam, obviously, so he goes for Seed Bomb, does enough to bring me into a 2 KO range, but I don't get paralyzed, and Ice Beam is able to take out the Shiftry. So now he has only Grumpig left. From here, it's just a back and forth of Ice Beams and Psychics, and neither one is doing much to the other. About 15% is the max we're doing to each other, so I mean... So yeah, he goes for 17% this time, so... I mean, but you know, pretty much the same thing. Trying to hit him, he's trying to hit me. I still have Electros left, so I guess you guys can pretty much see who won this battle. We get the Parahax here, so now he's up on the damage, on the move, switch back and forth. But I am able to get another Ice Beam off before I die next turn, so that's good because it'll make it easier for Electros to take out the Grumpig. So I go down now with my Regice, but now I'm able to send in Electros, and he does go for Psychic, but this Electros is pretty bulky, and even a crit doesn't take me out, so I'm able to take this thing out with a Thunderbolt. So good game, IWB the other guy. I really enjoyed it, and I hope you guys did as well. So yeah, I'll see you all later. I'll come back with more videos soon, and please continue to like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, I'll see you later. Bye.